your soul. Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. Giving you all my love, still looking up.
Please be seated. I'm going to start out, I'm going to tell a little story of something that happened this week. I was at my corporate office in Port Washington, New Jersey. First time I ever met any of these people. And I'm leaving there on Thursday with my boss to head to the airport. And the receptionist lady says to me, I want you to have a great 4th of July. You do anything fun? I said, yep, I'm going to Vail, Colorado to marry my cousin. My boss looked at me and said, you need to figure out a different way to say that.
He's not from Tennessee.
I want to thank these two both for giving me the honor of marrying them. I really thought that James would just find an app for this and I wouldn't be needed at all. So, but today is a celebration. It's a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people that are in it together forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, at least I think the whole thing's kind of weird. You guys are standing up here holding flowers in front of all these people looking fancy. But, why do we do it? We have thousands of important moments. But why this one? Why this one do we share with everybody? Because despite everyone's differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier. No matter who we are, where we come from, what we believe, we know one thing. Love is what we're doing right. And that's why both of you are standing here. And that's why all of you are sitting over there. That and the fact that this view is absolutely amazing. We have all loved in our lifetimes. And in this moment, we're reminded the ability to love is the very best thing about humanity. With sports a close second, right, bud? All of us are here, have our own love stories. Some are short, some are long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or are disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. We're all here because we want those moments for you too. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying, I love you, and moving in together and getting engaged. But mostly it's a million little ones that come in between the big ones, like falling asleep next to each other. Not necessarily having to cuddle, but falling asleep next to each other. Making dinner together, playing volleyball together, walking the dogs together, spending holidays with your families, binge watching Netflix shows, getting a big hug when you come home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible and beautiful, words fail us when we try to explain it. But that's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is something that people like to do. And even though we describe love in different ways, and love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here. So we're here today to bear witness to the vows you have written for one another. There's yours. You want this? I can hold it.
Hey, when I'm at a wedding, if you can't hear what they're saying. Thanks. My James, my best friend, the love of my life, my first official boyfriend and my last. I'm so glad you came into my life 13 years ago, thanks to John, and a mutual love for late night burritos. Absolutely nobody knows me better, and I feel like I've fallen in love with you 100 times over the years. You're truly my soulmate and perfect match. Thank Thank you for being you, the most amazing man I know. I trust you with my heart, my life, and appreciate that you always support me 100%, no matter what. But most importantly, you never let me give up on myself and continually inspire me to be a better person and reach for the stars. I love you and promise to always support you and give you the same in return. I'm so excited to continue our journey together as husband and wife. I also promise to always want to eat burritos when you do, which is always.
So, thanks for making me go second. And this further solidifies that you're definitely way better than I am at this stuff. So, considering I'm the blubbering idiot at this point, but I took your advice. I kept it very short and to the point. So Dana, James, I choose you, Dana, to be no other than yourself. I will continue. It's in 13 font, so I can read it. I'll continue to make you laugh as often as possible, although watch my feet, you know that one, are rare comic gems that only you know. I'll always try to make you smile in times of stress, comfort you when life throws us the sudden and unexpected sadnesses. Jesus Christ. Listen fully when you need someone to vent to, charge in blindly when you lead us on our next amazing adventure, support you in all that you do, and love you more than Slicky loves food and Patton loves to bark. You're my best friend, confidant, lover, and rock of our family. There are few, if any, words that I have not already shared with you, and little to give that is not freely given. I marry you today with no doubt or hesitation, as this is the easiest decision of my life. I'm fully committed to you now and always, and I too also promise to always want to eat burritos when you do.
You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You're both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you smile, who makes every day brighter, and will sometimes drive you absolutely crazy. I mean, totally nuts. But you're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and to find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise for each of these promises you're about to make. You're saying to one another, every experience I have from now on, I want you to be a part of. So I'm going to ask you each some questions. Will you, James, keep this Boogaboog as your favorite person? To laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments? Be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I will.
And will you, Danikin Pie, take James, even though he's an angry drunk? Will you keep him to be our favorite person? To laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough decisions? Be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I will.
Good answer. Now I have a question for each of you. Will you, Dana and James, be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another? Share your happiest moments together? Love each other absolutely? And go back to bringing Taco Bell taco 10 packs to family picnics? For the rest of this lifetime? I added that in for me.
We will.
Okay, you just said it. I want tacos at Labor Day.
On video.
Yes. The rings, please. You get that one.
First.
You get that one. You can slide them on as I'm talking. You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are the perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But I'm going to say that wearing wedding rings is really the only thing that's going to change for you guys. I mean, you've lived together for a long time. You have dogs together. Frankly, when you told me you were engaged a while ago, I kind of thought you were already married. So I'm sorry. But obviously you weren't. But it gives me great pleasure to say that you are now. And for me to pronounce you, Mr. and Mrs. Dana and James Magnuson. What?
Can we get a kiss?
No.